Okay, so today our topic, as the first slide shows, the topic is simple crystal structures, and in which we are going to deal with closed packed structures. And these closed packed structures, there are two types of closed packed structures as displayed here. One is HCP and another one is FCC. HCP stands for hexagonal closed packed structure. Hexagonal closed packed, so HCP. Face centered cubic is the another one, so FCC. So these are two types of closed packed structures, and we will study these two structures in detail in today's lecture. Let us see one by one. So here something to say about the simple crystal structures which we are going to study in the next coming articles. The simple crystal structures are basically, these are the basic crystal structures which are obeyed by either monoatomic. Monoatomic means the crystal having, or the element having, the crystal having single atom. Okay, and the basis of the crystal having single atom. Okay, so there is a simple basis. The crystals with simple basis, either monoatomic or simple basis, are to be studied in this here in this article, that is simple crystal structure, under the head simple crystal structures. So as you can see, there are three types of simple crystal structures. Very first one is closed packed structure, which are two types of closed packed structures: hexagonal closed packed and face centered cubic, HC and FCC. Second type is loose packed structures, and these are again of two types: body centered cubic and simple cubic, BCC and SC. And there are two special type of crystal structures again we have to study, and those are diamond, structure of diamond, and structure of NaCl. So in all, closed packed structures, loose packed structures, and two special structures. So this is about the simple crystal structures. And simple crystal structures, you can remember that these are the basic crystal structures which have either monoatomic or simple basis. So first of all, in the today's lecture, we will deal with the closed packed structures in detail. So as you can find here, that is written in the very first line, that mostly the closed packed structures are found in monoatomic crystals which have a non-directional bonding. Now, what is a non-directional bonding, and everything about the bonding, that we will see in the next chapter. But here, you just remember that closed packed structure is the characteristic of monoatomic crystals which have non-directional bonding. And best example of non-directional bonding is metallic bonding. Metallic bonding appears in case of metals, and example of metals you are familiar with: copper, silver, gold, iron, etc. etc. Okay, so the closed packed structures is the characteristics of monoatomic crystals possessing metallic bonding. That means closed packed structures are the metals. Okay. Now coordination number of these closed packed structures is 12. Now what is coordination number? Here coordination number means the number of neighbors each atom have. Okay. So in case of closed packed structures, each atom has 12 number of atoms. So this is called as coordination number of the crystal, coordination number of the atom. So in case of closed packed structures, coordination number is 12. So these 12 neighbors of an atom are arranged in different planes, okay, out of which 6 are in its own plane. 6 lie in its own plane. That means the atom has 6 neighbors surrounded, and those are in its own plane. So the atom has 6 neighbors in its own plane, and 3 in the adjacent parallel plane above its own plane, and 3 in the similar plane below it. So 6 neighbors are surrounded to the atom in its own layer, 3 above its layer, and 3 below its layer. Okay, so in this way 6 plus 3, so 12 neighbors. So coordination number of the closed packed structures is 12. So this is the important characteristics of the close packed structure, that the structure which has coordination number 12 is a close packed structure. Now there are two types of close packed structures, as we have already seen. Hexagonal close packed structure, that is acronym for it is HCP, and face centered cubic structure acronym is FCC. Now let us look at the very first one, that is hexagonal close packed structure or HCP structure. Okay. The layer arrangement in the HCP structure is shown here. As we can see while dealing with the coordination number, that each atom in the close packed structure has 12 neighbors, out of which 6 lie in its own plane. Now you look at here the empty balls. Okay, so the empty balls corresponding to layer A, empty balls corresponding to layer A, and you will find that each empty ball or each empty sphere has 6 neighbors in its own layer represented by layer A. 1, 2, if we consider this, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 neighbors in its own layer. Now, what about another layer? Okay, we consider this as layer A. Now, you will find that another layer B is arranged in such a way that the atoms of layer B occupy the alternate valleys of layer A. So this is the atom, this is the atom, these are the 3 atoms of layer A, and this valley created here. This valley is occupied by the atom of the next coming layer, that we call it as layer B. So alternate valley, then this valley is occupied, this valley is occupied, and then this valley is occupied. This is not occupied valley. This valley is not occupied by the atom of layer B. So the layer B is arranged or placed on the top of layer A such that atoms of layer B occupy the alternate valleys formed in the layer A, formed by the atoms of layer A. Now what about third layer? If third layer is arranged on the top of the layer B such that the atoms of this third layer overlap exactly the atoms of layer A, that means it is simply a layer A over layer B. And in this way, if the stacking sequence is repeated successively, you will find that it is A, B, A, B, A over B, then A over B. Okay, so in this way, the stacking sequence is repeated, and such type of stacking sequence of only 2 layers is called as HCP stacking. Okay, so I think you understood HCP stacking. So in this way, 6 neighbors are from its own layer, 3 from layer B above it, and 3 from layer B below it. Layer B below, layer B above. So in this way, 12 neighbors are there for each atom. Okay. So let us look at why it is called as hexagonal close packed structure. It is clear from its conventional unit cell. So the conventional unit cell of the hexagonal close packed structure is represented by this diagram, and you will find that it is the hexagonal close packed structure, as you can see in the hexagonal lattice in the previous article of 3-dimensional lattice. So this is the hexagonal unit cell, and you will find that this hexagonal unit cell consisting of 6 plus 6, that means 12 atoms at the corners. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 atoms are at corners, and 2 at the centers of each basal plane. So this is a basal plane, hexagonal shaped basal plane, and this is the center of the basal plane. So at the center there is one atom, and another basal plane, lower basal plane, at the center again there is one atom. So 2 atoms at the center of each basal plane, and 3 atoms are placed completely inside the body of the unit cell. So these are the 3 atoms. So in this way, you will find that 12 atoms are placed at the corners, and each atom is shared by 12 such type of hexagonal conventional unit cells. So each 6 is shared by 12. So 12 multiplied by 1 by 6. Okay, and the two atoms are shared by the two atoms at the basal planes are shared by the two unit cells. Okay, so this is one unit cell and another unit cell or this unit cell. So this atom is the atom at the center of the basal plane is shared by two hexagonal shells. So 2 into 1 by 2. So here it is 1, 2 multiplied by 1 by 2. And the next one is the three unit cells, three lattice points which are completely the property of this unit cell, which are arranged at the center within the body. So 3 into 1 equal to 3. So in this way 2 plus 1 plus 3 equal to 6. So there are 6 number of atoms per unit cell. Hence, this is a non-primitive conventional unit cell. Now, why we consider non-primitive conventional unit cell? The simple reason is it has the greater symmetry as compared to the primitive unit cell. Where you will find the primitive unit cell, you will find that this conventional unit cell, hexagonal unit cell, has 3 primitive unit cell. One of the primitive unit cell is shown by the bold figure. Okay, so this is one unit cell, one another one, second and third. So in this way, third primitive unit cells are arranged in a single conventional unit cell. Okay, so important one is the basal plane has site. Each lattice parameter of the basal plane is a of length a, and distance between the layers. Okay, so this is one layer, this is another layer, so this is a layer, and you will find that the three lattice points which are exactly inside the body, they form the layer P. So A, B, A. Okay, so this is the static sequence. Okay, and you will find that the A layer has the lattice parameter A. So length and width is A. But what about the distance between them? That is the height of the unit cell, and that is equal to C, which is not equal to A. So A equal to B equal to A here, and which is not equal to C. So height is greater, and you will find that if you are looking at distance between layer B and layer A, that is equal to C by 2. Okay, so and what about the relation between C and A? If it is an ideal hexagonal structure, okay, then hexagonal crystal structure or ideal hexagonal unit cell, so the relation is C equal to 1.633A. Okay, so relation between the lattice parameter C and A in case of ideal hexagonal closed packed unit cell is C equal to 1.633A. Okay. Now look at the basis here. So this lattice point and this lattice point, which is exactly inside the body, okay, at the center of the body, these two lattice points with the specific elevation forms the basis of the crystal. So basis of the crystal having hexagonal lattice unit cell. Okay, so basis consisting of two atoms, this atom and this atom. Okay, so in this way, so as I have explained earlier, conventional unit cell consisting of three primitive unit cell, each has 2 points per cell. Okay, how these are the 2 points? So you look at the conventional primitive unit cell shown here. So it has 8 lattice points at the corners. So these are shared by 8 unit cells. So 8 into 1 by 8, that is equal to 1. And this one belongs to this unit cell. Okay, so 1 into 1. So again 1. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So 2 atoms per unit cell in case of the primitive unit cell. So this is the primitive unit cell, which has speciality that it has number of lattice point per unit cell that is greater than 1. Okay, so this is the speciality of this primitive unit cell, because while looking at the definition of the primitive unit cell, we have seen that primitive unit cell has least number of atoms, and especially generally it has 1. So it has 2 number of lattice points per unit cell. Okay, so and in this way, what about the volume of the primitive cell? Volume of the primitive cell, that will be equal to 1/3 of the volume of the conventional unit cell. It is clear here. And if you are looking at here the basal plane, you will find that the atoms are arranged, okay, in such a way that the distance between their centers is equal to the lattice parameter A, and distance between the centers is equal to 2r. If we consider radius of each atom as equal to r, then it will be r plus r equal to 2r. So A equal to 2r, it is the characteristic relation, okay, in case of the unit cell of hexagonal closed bracket structure. Now let us find the packing fraction, which is another character. One characteristic is coordination number, and in case of closed packed structure, it is 12. And other important characteristic that defines the closed packed structure, that is the packing fraction or packing efficiency or packing factor. And what is this packing fraction? This is ratio of two volumes, that is volume occupied by the number of atoms in a unit cell to the volume of the unit cell. Okay, so how many atoms are there in the unit cell, that we have to find. And in this unit cell, we find that in the primitive unit cell there are only two atoms. So volume of, if radius of the atom is r, then its volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. It is simply the formula for volume of a sphere. So 4 by 3 pi r cube. So two atoms are there, 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So this will be the volume occupied by the two spheres, occupied by the atoms in the primitive unit cell. And what about the volume of the primitive unit cell? That will be length into breadth. So length A into A sine 60 degree, that is the breadth, and C is its height. So length into breadth into height. Okay. So now if we put here the two special relations, that C equal to 1.633A and A equal to 2R, and you will convert A and C in terms of R, and if you will solve, you will find that F is equal to 0.74, and 0.74 means in HCP structure 74% of the unit cell is occupied by the atoms. So only 26% of unit cell is empty, 74% it is fully, 74% it is occupied by the atom. So this is the characteristic, second characteristic of the closed packed structure. What is first one? That coordination number is 12. And what is the second one? That the packing fraction or packing factor is 0.74. That means 74% of the unit cell is occupied by the atoms. Okay, so as we have seen, the closed packed structure is the characteristic of metals. So in case of hexagonal closed packed structure, the examples are magnesium, zinc, cadmium, and titanium. So these are examples of the hexagonal closed packed structure, HCP structure. Okay, so this is about the HCP structure. Let us have the another one, that is FCC, face-centered cubic structure. Now, the layer arrangement has a little difference. What is difference here? A and B, layer A and layer B has the same stacking sequence. Okay, so here you will find that layer A is arranged in such a way that, okay, so it has it has, every atom has 6 neighbors, okay, in its layer. Now what about layer B? Layer B is arranged over layer A in such a way that atoms of layer A occupy the values produced by the atoms of layer A. So alternate values produced by the atoms of layer A. So it is what I said, as we have seen in the hexagonal closed packed structure. So these are the, what you say, layer, this is the layer B. Now important one is that few values, alternate values, are not occupied by the layers of atom B. So for example, this value, this value, this value, this value, this value will be occupied by the layer above layer B, okay, and that will be the new layer, and that is called as layer C, okay. And after layer C, you will find that the layer which has the atoms exactly overlap the very first layer, that is layer A, that means it is a layer A, okay, and then layer B, then layer C, and in this way the arrangement of 3 layers produce the stacking sequence A B C A B C A B C of the FCC, face-centered cubic closed packed structure. Okay, so important difference is that hexagonal closed packed structure has stacking sequence A B A B A B, only 2 layers, while in case of face-centered cubic structure, we have three layers. And how these three layers are arranged, again, it will be clear from the unit cell as we can see here. So you will find that here the atoms are arranged at the corners of the unit cell and at the center of each face of the unit cell. And since the unit cell is cubic, so how many faces it has? It has 6 faces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So these are arranged in a layer in such a way that you will find that the corner, it is a layer A. And what about this? This layer is formed by the 1, 2, 3, three corner atoms, and 1, 2, 3, three atoms at the centers of the face. Upper face, this is right face, and this is back face. Okay, so these three and these three, these forms the layer B. And what about layer C? Layer C is exactly formed by the atoms at the three corners. This corner towards back side, and this corner, and three atoms at the centers of the faces: left face, lower face, and the what you say forward face. Okay, so in this way layer C, and here the layer A is repeated. So A B C, A B C, this is the stacking sequence, and see, this is the cubic cell. Okay, so each side has length A. Now what about the arrangement of the atoms inside the cell? Okay, look at here. Now since there are how many number of atoms, so coordination number is 12, so that is very clear. Okay, if you are looking at here, so here 6 nearest neighbors, 6 nearest neighbors, okay, and another 6 nearest neighbors, so 12 nearest neighbors to this layer A atom. Okay, so in this way coordination number is 12. That is not the thing. Only important thing is that how many atoms are in the unit cell. You will find that this 8 corner has 8 atoms and shared by 8 unit cells. Each shared by 8 unit cells. Okay, this single unit atom is shared by 8 unit cells. So 1 into 1 by 8. So 1 into 1 by 8 will be the share of this unit cell. So in this way, how many are there? 1 into 1 by 8, 8 times. So this is okay, simply 8 into 1 by 8. And what about the centers of the faces? There are 6 atoms at the centers of the faces, and each atom is shared by, okay, for example, look at this atom. This is shared by this unit cell as well as unit cell which is kept here to this right side. Okay, so 1 into 1 by 2, and how many are there? 1 into 1 by 2 plus 1 into 1 by 2, 6 times. So 6 into 1 by 2. So this is 1 plus 3 equal to 4. So these are 4 number of atoms per unit cell. So this is a non-primitive unit cell because number of atoms per unit cell is greater than 1. Okay. Now, in order to find the packing fraction, look at this diagram here. You will find that atoms are arranged, okay, at the corners of the face as well as at the center of the face, and you will find that atoms are in touch with each other when they are along the diagonal, and one of the diagonal is shown here. If we consider a radius of an atom as r, you will find that this radius plus this complete atom, so r plus r, and this radius. So how many radius are there? 4. So 4r is equal to root 2a. Okay, so it is very clear that if it is a, it is a. If you apply Pythagoras theorem, you will find that this is a square plus this is a square. So a square plus a square, 2a square. So what is its length? It is root 2a. Root 2a will be its length. Okay, so root 2a is equal to 4r. So this is the important 4r equal to root 2a. So this is the important equation. Okay, here we have to apply while calculating the packing fraction. Now what is packing fraction? It is ratio of volume occupied by the number of atoms. If radius of atom is r, since it has spherical shape, its volume will be the volume of the sphere, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. And how many atoms are there? 4. So volume will be 4 into volume occupied will be equal to 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by volume of the unit cell. So it has length and breadth a, so it is a cube. So it will be the volume of the unit cell, 3-dimensional unit cell. Okay. So if you put here root 2a equal to 4r, That means A equal to 4R upon root 2 here, and you will solve it, you will find that it is equal to 0.74. So 12 coordination number and 0.74. It is definitely a close packed structure. Examples are the heavy, costly, what do you say, items, metals. So silver, then what do you say, gold, copper, aluminum. All these are aluminum, copper, silver, and gold. These are examples here. And in this way, you can summarize this as close packed structures are of two types: hexagonal close packed structure and face-centered cubic structure. The characteristics are coordination number 12, and that means the nearest neighbors are 12, and what is another one, that packing fraction is equal to 0.74. Okay, so uh, important one is that the unit cell of hexagonal, why it is hexagonal close, so hexagonal close packed structure has two layers AB, so stacking sequence is AB, 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 while FCC there are three layers A, B, C. So stacking sequence is ABC, 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 and the important characteristics is there C equal to 1 1.633a. This is the formula we have to remember between two lattice parameters C and A. And what about the relation between the lattice parameter and radius? That is A equal to 2R. And what is in case of FCC? It is equal to 4R equal to root 2A, because the atoms are arranged in touch along the diagonal of the cell. Okay. And the examples. Okay, there you will find that the here. Okay, so here we will finish the topic, and the topic is open for questions and discussion. And I suppose, as usual, you have no questions. I will make few people